What's up, guys? Let's look at the price of Bitcoin, what is happening, and the main point what I would like to talk about today is the hash ribbons indicator showing the capitulation zone. We entered this red area and we had similar signal several times before in history, like in recent couple of years, and it actually a lagging indicator in most cases, lagging signal from this indicator. So here, it actually showed that capitulation after the significant drop. For example, like this March one was very telling. But there was case before in 2018 when we had the drop from $6,000 to $3,000, and that signal actually occurred before this drop. So it's hard to say what exactly is happening right now. So whether this is the lagging indicator after the drop, whatever small drop was here, or it is actually the precursor of the future correction. On the other hand, what I would like to point out is that in addition to the capitulation signal, there is a buy signal from this indicator, these blue circles here, see? And as opposed to that one, buy signal is actually pretty clear and correct. So every time when we had buy signal, we saw the rise in price of Bitcoin. Yes, it happened a little later from the lowest price at the certain region, but still it is more reliable. So what I was going to say is that if we look historically, we also saw this capitulation even on a capitulation zone, even on a bull market like 2016, for example. And if we right now, after this capitulation entry, see something like this, something like we had in 2018, it probably would mean that we'll continue to move with within wide range of the price, and the ultimate bull market is probably delayed. But if instead of that we see something similar to this two, if we see the buy signal without major correction, it actually would imply, in my opinion, that the rising trend is strong, and we are indeed approaching to the new exponential growth phase in price of Bitcoin. So, although right now it's probably too early to say anything about the certain probabilities in terms of what is better to buy or to sell, I would say that when we see the buy signal, that would be much more reliable. And whenever it happens, whether it will be after the correction or it will be after some sideways price action, it is still a good entry to go long, in my personal opinion. And a short term, you probably saw my charts about the divergence here. So we had this bearish divergence on daily time frame, which usually is a strong sell signal. And in fact, we had this correction, what actually was pretty small, to $13,000. It's not clear whether it is over or not, but the channel is holding still, so we might see the continuation of the growth within this ascending channel. If we don't, then it might be that we actually will see some deeper drop, maybe to the zone of the previous resistance and now support, which is around $12,000, and we'll see how it goes from that point. But locally there is some indication that we probably have a potential end, at least short term, of this decrease. So you see this higher low and lower low on indicator, so it's a bullish divergence. Also anti-sequential red 9 signal for the end of this correction. Of course, it's not 100% clear whether those will play out or not, but there is a hope, and like there's more signals for the continuation of the growth right now than for continuation of the correction. And finally, saying on all that, I must underline the fact that tomorrow we'll have election day in United States, so some volatility could be expected, not only in Bitcoin, but on other markets as well. So it probably will be reflected in the cryptocurrency space too. So be careful with that. I don't think it's wise to try to hop into the train any way from here, while going long or short. Probably it's just better to wait and see how all that play out. But again, long term, I think that we might have a very nice chance for all that story with the pain on bear market is over. Again, let's not be overly optimistic, trying to be realists, but as they say, the trend is your friend, and currently we have this uptrend which is quite strong, so let's trade it accordingly. That is it for today, guys. Quite a short update, but I hope that it was useful, and see you next time in next video. Goodbye.